where they're like Jamie Foxx used to be a fugitive, like he got off, and then the FBI was using him. They put a tracker in his mouth because he got in a fight in the prison. I forgot what that shit's called. And he was one of the mafia guys. He was one of the mafia guys. I'll look it up later, but anyways.
Gotcha.
All right. We're back out of a hiatus of what, 1 week? I know y'all missed it. 1 week, you know, we're missed very easily, so I could kind of understand. Felt like a month. But me and Marauders is back. We are back in effect as always. And we have Max, Mr. Thomas,
Gang.
King,
Going on.
Word, son.
and James. And yeah, we're back once again. So how y'all been feeling, man, after this whole week of vacation that you guys were enjoying away from the channel?
I took a little break and watched a lot of Burn Notice. Pretty good.
All right.
Throwback show from USA.
Oh God.
Good show. USA with the good shows.
They had all the good shows. They really did, man. And they still do.
I was watching a lot of new anime series that just dropped or started for the season. So, or since
summer.
I guess,
This summer lineup actually looks pretty good, bro.
Yeah, it is.
I agree.
Looks really
I'm still
good.
wondering about God of High School though. I'm still questionable, but we'll find out.
It's a good. I forgot all about that. It's a good show so far. They skipped some of the fluff in the beginning of the manga. So
okay.
Okay. I was hearing something. I remember you guys were discussing that, like they kind of broke off or they deterred a bit away from the main source.
Oh, like they just skipped like the first 3 chapters of the manga or the webtoon. But yeah, it's because it's like the first 3 chapters kind of like each chapter is like following the 3 main characters. And they were just like, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're just going to start off with he's asleep. He's going to something. You don't really know who he is. You don't know who any of these people are. You don't know any of their reasons for doing anything. I was like, okay. We'll pull this off.
That's
randomly that first pilot episode of chasing on a bike. I was like, what in the world is going on?
Yeah.
See, that happened in the 4th chapter. Like the first chapter has a fight scene in it, which they reference in the first episode.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Everyone, we're going to do a little something different. My bad. Not trying to cut you guys off, but I wanted to try to make something different happen again once again. We're going to turn it back into the format that we did, I think, about a couple of weeks back, where we're going to discuss things that have been happening on a weekly basis. And I don't know. I feel like this type of formatting is more updated, and it kind of really gets the people involved. And I feel like the audience is steadily, slowly, very slowly growing. And I kind of want to make this, see how this goes and how we run it. And we all agree that this will be a nice little way of transitioning into a different type of vibe. So to start it off, King, if you would allow it, please.
Yeah, of course I'll allow it, of course. So to start off, our first topic we're going to have today is one that I think will bring nostalgia to us all. And something that's very interested within the comic book fan base as well. So the information I've had recently reading on different things such as Screen Rant and CBR.com, respectfully to them, apparently IDW is going to drop another Ninja Turtles title apparently. It's supposed to be titled Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, which I think is going to be pretty interesting, pretty dope at the same time. So apparently it's supposed to be only 5 issues. And once again, the title is Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. It's going to be 5 issues, apparently dropping first in August. I can't remember the exact date. But the co-creator apparently will be Kevin Eastman. And the co-writer will be Tom Waltz, along with the inker, Andy. I don't want to say his last name wrong. I think it's Kuhn or Khan, one or the other. And just to give a little synopsis about it, apparently it's supposed to be 2 decades within the future, and 3 of the Ninja Turtles have died. But you don't know who the 4th Ninja Turtle is, the one that survived. So based from pictures that I've seen, they have, the Ninja Turtle in particular who survived has all the weapons. So you don't know which one it is. And so they actually went back into the nostalgic aspect of it, because remember back in the day when they only had one color bandana, that they were either orange or red depending on how your TV looked. I think it was red though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was red.
Red bandanas.
Yeah.
But this one, in this case, the Ronin has actually like a shinobi gear on, and he has a blue bandana in this case, I think, over his head, so you can't tell who he's supposed to be, whether it be Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, or Raphael. But I'm gonna start out with my speculation about it. If they were to go down that route, from my personal opinion, the unexpected person would be Michelangelo to do that. I don't think it would. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I said, I don't know, but I feel like the unexpected aspect of it and the more of the crowd expectation of the unexpected would be Michelangelo. I'm only going to say that because you take Michelangelo as not being really the serious brother out of all four of them. He's very laid back. He's more about the pizza and having all the laughs and the fun, and he balances out the whole group because everyone knows everyone has their own personalities. But I just don't see how. I'm not gonna say how. I just see it being a better surprise than it would be let's say a Raphael. So I think everyone would expect Raphael to be the last badass. Be one lasted. That's from my perspective, I think. But some of the pictures they had on there were some pretty good pictures I had seen. One is where the lone Ninja Turtle is bent over with some apparently has a new weapon, some kind of grappler claws or something like that, or something like a kunai almost. The more an aspect of that. That's a new weapon I've seen from some of the pictures they've posted in that aspect too. And there's the three ghosts of Ninja Turtles, I guess, are behind him as he has his.
I saw that art. That shit looks amazing. Who's the head artist for it again?
It doesn't say the head artist is. I didn't read that part. I think, like I said, the only one I have right here is going to be the co-creator Kevin Eastman and the co-writer Tom Waltz, and then the co-inker, like I said, is Andy Kahn.
Bro,
but I think that's the only information that I read on it so far about it.
Bro, like that's exactly what I think. I think Michelangelo being the Ronin would be great because you don't expect it. He's the funny guy. He's the little brother, and for him to have a complete transition into the goofy slapstick character to more serious of a combination of Raphael and Leonardo, that would be beautiful. You know what I mean? But would it be too on the nose if they made it Michelangelo? You know what I mean?
And that's why I feel like it's tough. Yeah, I'm sorry, James. Go ahead.
I was like, what about Donatello?
I can see Donatello and Raphael. Like,
you think so? Michelangelo honestly is the child in all of us, to be real.
Right.
I like that.
Michelangelo, I feel like he doesn't have the mental fortitude to be the last Ninja Turtle.
But that'd be the reason why it'd be such a surprise, though. That's what I'm saying right there.
It forces him.
But since you think it's Michelangelo, do you think they're going to do switch it on you? Be like, oh, you thought it was going to be Michelangelo just because he's this childlike character and ends up being one of the other ones?
Yo, time out. What if he has psychological issues? Like he has almost dissociative identity issues, like borderline dissociative identity issues.
That would be a terrible book, man.
No, but like I love that. It's so cliche.
That is a terrible question.
So how many chapters you said it was supposed to be? Or issues?
5
issues. Only 5 issues.
So 5 issues. So it's gonna be like an introduction that he used like a weapon in every one of the issues, or like how's that?
I don't. And that's why I feel like it's so different right now, or hard to predict, because even now they added a 5th Ninja Turtle to the comic books.
They did?
I don't know if y'all knew that. There's a 5th Ninja Turtle that came into the that's supposed to be presented to the comic books as well.
I don't know if I like that.
There's a 5th one. Well, let me not lie, because I know I pay attention to a lot of comics, and a lot of news I was reading was that there wasn't going to be a 5th Ninja Turtle going to be placed into that as well.
Like a long lost brother, or just like a cousin, or just another Ninja Turtle that.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie because I didn't read too much into it, like I said. But I know I've seen literature that there was gonna be a 5th Ninja Turtle presented to the group. And what I was gonna say, there's a 5th Ninja Turtle added to the group. If not now, then sometime in the future. But it could be a different, like I said, 4 years in the 20 years in the future, be different. Go ahead, Max.
Question. So this is gonna be a five issue comic, right?
Supposedly,
Is this? Because I know Old Man Logan was supposed to be like not a spinoff, but its own issue. Like it's kind of its own universe type of thing. And then they brought Old Man Logan then was brought into the main universe. I know that. But are they doing something like that with Ninja Turtles, where it's just a standalone? Like this has nothing to do with the main series comic.
You know what? That's actually a good question because I didn't read that in the literature that I read. If it was going to be just a standalone or if it is a continuation / of the timeline. So I'm not really sure about that one. Not want to lie on that.
I was wondering about that too. Like it was like a different universe or something like that.
It sounds like it'll be canon if Eastman's working on it.
Right, and that's what I was saying. Right? That's what I was saying too, from the Eastman aspect of it, because he's a creator of it.
I mean, you could be canon and still be an alternate timeline.
Well, they had fun with it because they had the whole interaction with the Power Rangers and
that's wild.
Batman, maybe Mega Man. I'm not sure.
You know what? The Batman version of that wasn't that bad. The Batman versus Ninja Turtles animated movie was not that bad.
I feel like Batman still won though.
No, but it wasn't a battle between them though. Just to let you know.
But did he fight him at least once? Like Batman has to fight everyone at least once.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He fought them in the animated movie, but was there a legit winner / Yeah, there was. Batman.
Yeah, it's one of those just introducing a character.
I remember now. He did win that fight. Yeah.
Batman loses to no one, so you know.
Oh man!
Whoa! That's not true. He lost to Bane.
We ain't gonna do this. We ain't gonna do this.
Okay, all right.
We're not gonna do this. That's a whole different subject.
But my question is, I mean, we obviously don't know too much. They made it
right.
Obviously, they made it to the point where it's ambiguous enough where the readers or the fans can theorize and all that. But it is so. There's just so many questions. Is Shredder still the main bad guy? How did the Ninja Turtles, the other three brothers, die? I mean, like. Because honestly,
dead.
You said what?
I think Shredder's already dead.
Oh, is he dead in the main series?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he and his daughter took control of the Foot Clan. And then even at a point in time, Leonardo was actually master of the Foot Clan at one point in time too.
Yeah, so, I remember that.
Ninja Turtles has evolved from your childhood cartoon to adult type theme now.
I gotta get
it was never the child. Well, the childhood cartoon was
Ninja Turtles.
Because the original comic books were dark, and then they were like childhood cartoon.
Yeah, that's what it was. The original comic books were dark, but the the cartoon version. If you never knew this, they never used their weapons in the old cartoon version. They never used them.
They just flashed them around.
They never used them.
Wow.
That's weird. Yeah, growing up, man, I was the biggest Leonardo fan, but then, like now, Raphael's my dude. Like
he's the best.
Yeah, Raphael's the best, bro. No,
Raphael's
the
New York
best
accent for some reason. Like they live in New York, but only one of them has a New York accent.
He has that deep Brooklyn accent too.
You know what?
It depends.
It depends. You know what? I think Raphael wears Timbs. I think he does.
Get out of here! He's a vigilante.
That's a little Easter egg there. Raphael's always had a New York accent. Sometimes it's Brooklyn, Staten Island. He's always had a different New York accent in every iteration.
Always. I remember the accent, but I don't remember like where it was from though.
His favorite rapper is Biggie, apparently.
Yeah.
And that makes sense because one of my favorite rappers is Biggie, so we get along perfectly. See, Raphael's my dude, man. Yo, get me moving out of the eye, baby.
Switching sides and stuff like that. You switching sides, so I don't know if it counts, man.
Yeah.
No, Leonardo switched sides. Raphael was all about. He was a vigilante. He left the crew, but at least he was still doing it in his. Like he was way more violent than his brothers. Obviously, that's why he had to leave.
You know how to play cricket before you play trumpet. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
I
feel like they butchered like throughout like the years they butchered the Ninja Turtles movies, not the movies but the cartoons and all that. I just let it go. I didn't bother with it no more. I still like the characters, but
the cartoons are always aimed for the kids. Like the newest one, people don't like. I never watched it.
Nickelodeon
I know
shit.
It's not for me. And it's like they don't even have the same weapons, which.
Man, the movies that came out recently, come on, man.
See, I like the second one.
The second one only lost the first one because I was so mad at the first one.
I like the live action ones, but I didn't like TMNT, the animated version. I didn't like that.
Oh,
which one?
That was a sequel, I think, to the original ones.
I didn't like
that. The live action ones, they hit pretty good. Like I saw where they were going, and I was like, I could get in with this, and then they just I guess no one else did. So
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing of the first. I think the second one looked a little better from what I remember. The first one did. Like I will walk in on my wife watching it. I'm like, why the hell are you watching this? I just wanted to see. Well,
All right,
it looks like trash.
I'm gonna drop a little for you, and then we'll go to the next subject. Just to let you know, Kevin Nash actually played Super Shredder in the Ninja Turtles 2 movie.
Kevin Nash.
Yep, the wrestler Kevin Nash.
Oh, okay. See,
I can see that.
He played a Super Shredder in part 2, the old school movie.
I never got too deep into him, but
All right.
Kevin Nash
Turtles.
Pretty good.
Ronan.
Kevin Nash actually a pretty good actor though. Well, he's got longevity of being an actor. A lot of people don't know that too though.
No, I've
So,
never. Yeah.
So since we got the Ninja Turtles conversation and topic out of there, we're gonna go to the next subject, which we have will be for Mr. Random. We have Ubisoft Forward 2020. Mr. Random, if you wouldn't mind talking about that for us and introducing.
I'm curious about this one.
Very. So let me bring up that list right quick. The Ubisoft Forward 2020 July edition was pretty good. You know, they
So it was like a conference?
Yeah, it was a conference. You know, they were.
There he is.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Go ahead, man.
No, we talked about this. We talked about this.
So in the conference, you know, they were going through with. They showed like a couple of new games. They had Watch Dogs, which is dropping. Like I think the same week as Cyberpunk, which they're both really two good open world games. One RPG, one is just going to be just Watch Dogs. If you play Watch Dogs, like Grand Theft Auto of hacking, but a lot more stylistic. Then the month after that, they're going to drop the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which
it doesn't look good to me.
How do you feel?
Man, it just looks like a freaking.
Jace, we know how you feel.
Oh my god!
You're right.
Okay.
We know your issue with it, James. Hold on, before you go on a tangent, James. Like, how do you feel about it, Thomas?
Did you watch the in-depth gameplay on that though? Like the in-depth gameplay on Assassin's Creed Valhalla is they're doing steps above Odyssey on that one, and I'm like, I'm ready for that one.
You got a squad, yeah.
What do you got? You got your army. You got your build your township.
And you pillaging villages with a squad. Yes.
You can pick whichever. You don't have to use a squad all the time. You can do stealthily still, but you can also pick what your fighting style is. So if you want to be like one of those fight with two axes,
I like that
hatchets, or you can do two swords.
You can pick whatever you want. That's dope.
Yeah, so you can pick your fighting style. Then they're gonna have the mystic stuff. I don't know how they're gonna I want to see how they're gonna tie in the modern day stuff because it's like it doesn't seem like it's necessary at this point. But they're gonna do that, so that looks pretty good. Like those two were the two games out of that stuck out the most for me. Then you have an update for Ghost Recon. They talked about that. They're gonna add for people who play the Ghost Recon Breakpoint, adding more to that game, keeping it going. That Rainbow Six, which I know Max, you play that Rainbow Six, so
the Siege.
Yeah, the Siege is getting I think they add another update to that.
I never really played a military type game. It's not my type of deal.
Siege is more. I wouldn't. Well, you can kind of put it on par with the military. It's just a versus game, bro. It's just online shooter FPS. But what I like about Siege is everyone has a certain special gadget or special special ability they can do, and every person can counter it. Like, so you have to like it's all about it's all about stealth and communication, but you could treat it as a running gun, but like depending on how well you are with your aim, like you could just you die within seconds. It's one of those games where 2 shots, 3 shots, like you're lucky to get 3 shots on you and you're still alive.
It's a realistic hero shooter, but then they also announced their next hero shooter, which is Hyperspace, which is going to be it's going to be something like I want to say it's going to be like Fortnite, but
so they're trying to get into the Apex Legends shit.
Yeah, it's going to be close to Apex Legends, but then like it's an interesting situation. Like, it's like people who live in a world that built up too much to the point of there's like mega cities and people are living on top of each other. And then you get stuck with the idea of, well, now to escape being living on top of each other, we go into this virtual reality internet space. Like, the internet is virtual reality. That's the only way you can surf the internet now, pretty much. And there's gonna be some kind of tournament that's going on. It's a good trailer.
So what you're saying is the porn ads are gonna be in your face now, and the scam ads gonna come in your face. As in, okay, got it.
So you know what we want.
So they're gonna throw the SEO in there. They're gonna throw some Sword Art Online or whatever in there. Like, people gonna get trapped in the system and what?
That's what I was thinking. Sword Art. Yep.
It's pretty much like, it's gonna be like it looks like Player Ready 1 or Ready Player 1. Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like that. Like, they live in a world like that.
I've been meaning to read that book too. It
looks like they just took that whole like Ready Player 1 and ripped it off, and then like, what's gonna be a battle royale?
that right there, that we gotta do.
That's what we doing.
Got it.
But then they did, like, that looked interesting. I'm not gonna play it, but it looked interesting.
I'm not gonna play it.
What was the name? One episode. No. Giancarlo Esposito. He's in the new Far Cry. They did his announcement trailer. The whole thing. Game looks pretty beast. Looks pretty dope. I'm not playing that either because I don't really bang on Far Cry, but some people do. Which
I heard about the art style. The cover art for it looked pretty good.
Like, you're my Far Cry 6, right?
Yeah, Far Cry 6.
I can never pronounce his name, but the guy that plays as
the
guy that plays as not the guy on Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yeah.
Not Soul, but the guy he had to talk to, the dealer.
He played Gus Freeman.
There we go, Gus. He's supposed to be the main character, the main villain in that game, right?
Yeah. I forgot what his last name is. Despotio?
Something around there. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Which he's actually not Hispanic, which threw me off. He's European.
Yeah. But, I was thrown off by that as well.
Yeah, so he plays a lot of Latin roles, but some people, like, it's Twitter. Some people on Twitter got kind of funny about that, but.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, so they and then there's another. That was the first one though, so that was like all their main titles. They just put them all in this one.
Okay.
For Ubisoft Forward live stream, and then they're doing another one I think next month. Which that might be more of the indie games, maybe like another Rayman or something like that. Okay. And honorable mention is that they're adding Brawlhalla to like Androids and iOS phones for free.
I remember that. Yeah, that's that fighter game. I remember that.
Like Smash.
Okay. That's pretty good.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Thomas.
No problem.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. So, so once we got the information from Mr. Thomas there / Mr. Random about the Ubisoft Forward 2020, we're going to go on to another subject I think a lot of people are really interested in, and then we've had I've had great ratings from my friends, and I watched it myself as well. But the Netflix, I just want to give a shout out to Netflix because I really think they've been doing a great job in dropping a lot of creative, what am I looking for? They've been very creative with the movies they've been releasing and giving the
innovative.
Yeah, that too. Innovative.
People do what they want.
That's it. Original content. That's the quote. That's the sentence I'm looking for. They're dropping a lot of original content, and they've been beating out a lot of the TVs and other channels of that nature. But a movie apparently everybody's been watching as of recently has been Old Guard. I think Old Guard is pretty good since when I watched it. And not to ruin anything for anybody, but if you haven't seen the commercials for it or the synopsis of it, apparently it is an original comic book movie. Original comic book. And the movie's based on the comic book, apparently, based off some immortals that's been around for a very long time. But the immortals can die at any given time. So,
God of War style.
Huh?
I said God of War style.
I would kind of see it as a Highlander.
Not even a Highlander. It's more of an aspect. It's more of a you're going to be alive for so long, but you never know when you'll die though. Officially.
Whoa.
Right. So you're not necessarily immortal, but the main character is actually I can never pronounce her first name. Charlize Theron. Yeah, Charles Theron. She's Andy, and apparently Andy is one of the longest living immortals in the movie. And so I give you my synopsis of that I gave it on Twitter. Charlie, I can never say her name.
Charlize
Theron. Her role reminds me of kind of like a spy-ish type role, based off of the not Final Fantasy, Fast and the Furious movie she was in. What was it, Part 8? I think she was in.
Oh God.
I can't remember so many of them. They're like,
isn't there like 21?
She was in one of the Fast and the Furious movies as a spy. But it gives me like her role gave me that aspect of it. But she went so far above that though, and being in charge of a group of immortals in this case showed her ability to be a lead cast as well from that aspect also. But the lead, I think the breakout character in this movie is actually a young lady named Kiki Lane. Her name is Nile. Nile is technically the basis of the movie, where she is a newly born immortal.
I saw you.
So she's in the military. She gets killed. I'll spoil this little part for you. She gets her throat slashed, and so people think she dies, which she does. But then she comes back to life, and this is where it comes in the aspect of it. And apparently, the immortals can sense when another immortal has been brought to life.
Okay.
So,
I'm
strange.
You start off as a human, and then you become an immortal.
Right.
So you're chosen by some kind of higher being to be an immortal.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure about that part. But like I said, it's a group of immortals who's been around for a very long time. Andy is the oldest one. Kiki Lane / Niles is the newest one. And so...
Talk about messed up, though, you know?
Yeah, that's really fucked up.
Right. But they apparently the group... apparently the group had... so I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it for you. The group is pretty much a group of immortals. When another one has been killed, they kind of sense that that person isn't immortal, and they can sense where they're at. And so they go to find Kiki Lane in this case. They go to find her where she's at and recruit her to the team, because with any power that humans don't know what's going on, of course, people want to know that power as well, or scared of that power, should I say. So
all right, and I know you say you're not trying to ruin anything, but my question is this almost like reincarnation? So as soon as someone dies, or as soon as you die and you become this immortal, do you get the memories, or you understand like what's going on, like why you're an immortal? You have some kind of prolific understanding or something?
No, okay. Maybe the way I said it may have given that aspect. No. Well, I'm not gonna put it that way. I'm an immortal, right?
Mm-hmm.
If another immortal that doesn't know that they're immortal dies, I can sense where they died at.
Okay.
And I know they're an immortal.
That person didn't know they were immortal yet?
Right. They don't know they're immortal yet. So when they die officially and they come back, as they're coming back,
yeah,
I get that sense of saying, okay, this person is where this person's at. I need to go find this person, or I can go find this person if I wanted to. Okay. But when you watch the movie though, that's where it'll come in retrospect of, like you said, that little reincarnation aspect of it. There is a little aspect of that in it in the movie.
Okay, I like that.
I want you to watch it to see where that comes in at.
But so the reincarnation part's not really, or the coming back to life part's not the big. That's not the main driving force of the movie.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
It's just giving them like a basis, like a starting point, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's obviously MA, TVMA, or rated R.
I think it's
PG, man.
Actually, I don't think it's rated R. I'm not sure.
Not showing
it might be all that blood. It might be.
All right, no, this is a movie that came up in my queue, so I was like, okay, let me look into this.
Definitely.
And I found out it was a comic book, so I thought that was kind of dope.
Mm-hmm.
I shared it with people already, and they said it's definitely worth the watch. So
yeah, I think a lot of people are surprised by her, Charlize Theron's ability to carry the movie by herself.
Really? Because I always thought she could act.
Yeah, she's a good actor.
Yeah, because she bite
Like
well,
I said,
like
a lot of people feel like that's what it was. From the responses I've read, her ability to carry the movie and with such a great producer too. So it was really well done.
She's versatile.
I'm surprised she's on Netflix, but everybody's getting making their little offshoots and TV shows.
Yo,
and stuff
Netflix
like that
is
now,
nothing.
so.
We can't. All right, this isn't Netflix from like 10 years ago, bro. Netflix
I know they're growing. Like I applaud Netflix.
That's the thing,
because like they're
growing.
killing the TV. They're killing the TV game right now. Like far as like shows, movies, anime. They're doing everything. Horror.
Any of the Amazon and Hulu original stuff?
I don't have Amazon, but I have a Hulu. So
They got
Well,
some
Amazon,
ones
The
too.
Boys is good. The Boys is good on Amazon. That's a dark show right there. Now that show,
season 2.
I gotta watch it.
Crazy.
Did you like Office?
The Office?
Yeah.
The original one, right?
Office.
Yeah. Watch Upload.
Upload?
Oh yeah, I remember someone bringing that up one time.
Did you bring that up, Thomas?
It wasn't me.
Okay.
I want you to watch Upload. Just like,
What's that on?
okay.
What's that
it's
on?
on Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon.
All right, I'm gonna write that down. All right.
So the Old Guard, that's gonna be a movie for this weekend, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's a good watch. Me and my fiance watched it, and we was really hooked onto it. It was really good.
Definitely want to watch that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Thank you, King.
Awesome.
What else we got? What else you got for us?
All right, man. The next topic we're going to have today is actually going to be from you, Max. You wanted to talk about hair love. So I'm not familiar with it, but you are. So
yes. All right. Well,
on that.
I have no
obviously,
idea.
I appreciate hair, as y'all can see. So, no, this was a short film done by, let me get the name right, because I got to give credit where credit's due, Matthew A. Cherry. He actually won a Grammy for this, or was it? Yes, he won an Oscar for this. I think it's a short film. It was a short film, only about 6.5 minutes long. I want to say it came out in 2018, possibly, or late 2018, early 2019. It's really heartfelt. It actually made me tear up. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can make fun of me, and the people out there too make fun of me.
Men cry too.
Yes, they do. But this short film is pretty much about a father and his daughter. The daughter, they're both. This is a black family. The daughter has a lot of hair, a lot of hair, big old fro, beautiful little child. And throughout the short film, the first 4 or 5 minutes is her trying to get her hair together because she has to do. We don't know what she's trying. There's an event. I thought it's an event that she's trying to look good for, or something that she's presenting. She wants to present herself in a good way, so she wants to get her hair, fixed up to appropriately for that particular event. So she's trying to figure it out, going on YouTube, looking on the video, this, that, and the third. And her father, she recruits her father to try to help, and he has no idea. And I don't have a daughter myself, so when it does happen, if I do have a daughter in the future, I don't know how to do hair. So I can only imagine the frustration and the what'd you say? Yeah.
Easy,
and like you can see, there's a moment, it's really cute moment, man. I'm being sensitive as hell. There's a really cute moment where he's struggling with the hair, and then it's like he's in a boxing match with the hair, or something, like he's fighting the hair. It's like a little like in his head type of thing, and he gets knocked out by the hair or whatever. It's really great production. I think only a number of people did this. I think they went on Kickstarter to get the money to start it up. And I think they started it up back in 2016, and they finally got the money for it and were able to produce it. And now the whole reason why I bring that up, like I said, they won an Oscar for it, and now HBO Max has greenlit a spinoff from Hair Love, which is called now Young Love. It's about the same characters, including a mother. A mother's involved in it as well. I would really suggest you guys should watch this short film. It's really good, only 6 minutes of your time. And it's just, you said what?
It's a prequel.
Yeah, is it a prequel?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
So Hair Love is a prequel to the show?
Young Love is the prequel to Hair Love.
Yeah. Oh, okay, got it.
Okay.
Young Love is the spinoff to Hair Love, which is HBO Max taking up. It's gonna be 12 episodes. I don't know the length of every episode. I'm assuming I will love for it to be 30 minutes. But yeah, it's just about this black family within this time middle. What is it? What do you call it? Well, yeah, it's just about this family just growing, and within the interaction, and a cat that's involved as well. And it's beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I think I wanted to give my little shine on it. Matthew A. Cherry, you're a genius. Thank you for that. And I'm going to be looking forward to it. I might even get a subscription to fucking HBO Max for this, honestly. And there's a lot of other stuff. They got a lot of stuff on HBO Max, but it's $14.99, and we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, that was my little quick moment, man. Y'all should really check out that short film, and for the audience as well, for the ones that watch, subscribers, all that. Please watch this as well.
I might be wrong. I don't think they said if it was a sequel or a prequel.
Well, you're supposed to be the prequel.
Because they can make it. They honestly, like, that's why I didn't really fight it, because they can make it a prequel. They honestly could make it a prequel. Or they can make it a sequel, because the way it ends in the short film is loose for interpretation, like where else they could go with this if they decided to do anything with it.
All right. Okay. All right.
We'll go from here. But yeah, I said, that's Hair Love. Once again, please watch that, guys. So that is mine. I'm out.
Nice to see you. That's good. That's a good topic, man. I'm most definitely going to try to check it out then. All right. So thank you for that wonderful topic on the Hair Love. I'm going to definitely check out the Young Love as well, as you were saying, that may or may not be a prequel because Mr. Random couldn't decide whether or not it was. So
yeah, he had to decide for himself.
Our fact checker can't fact check that. Just
right?
I'm sorry.
You had one job.
So what else you got for us?
So after we done clowned on Mr. Random over there about his fact checking skills, we're going to move on to one of James's topics we're going to have. Actually, it's called Dark. If I'm not mistaken, it's the Netflix show. I haven't watched it myself, but I'll let Mr. James expound on that topic there.
Yes, Dark. So I started this show like 2 years ago. It came out
is that long? How many episodes are there?
In December 2017. There's 3 seasons of it. So I was at my parents' house during like Christmas or something like that. And basically I was like, let me watch something. I was like, oh, Dark. So it starts off like as a mystery, and there's a mystery throughout the whole thing. So, you know, you're trying to connect all the dots together. There's so many different characters, and you're watching, and you're like, what the heck is going on? You just want to find out what's going on. And people will compare it to Stranger Things, but it's not like Stranger Things. This is a German show, so, you know, it's dubbed over when it's on Netflix. But it's really good. Like, it's seriously good. Like, I stopped watching for a while, and I got back into it because I was looking for something to watch. Even though Netflix puts out their top 10, I wasn't interested in a lot of them. So I picked this show back up, and I really enjoyed it. So I was always trying to connect the dots. So basically, the synopsis is, a kid ends up going missing, and they're trying to figure out where the kid had went. And then the next thing you know, they enter a cave. And then after they enter the cave, possibly, all of a sudden, you got multiple timelines. And you're like, multiple timelines. So what the heck is going on here? And then from there, it all gets confusing, and you're trying to connect the dots. Who is who? What time? Where? When? Why? And like, what event started what event? So the whole time you're trying to figure out what is the start? How did this even happen? And like I said, it's 3 seasons. It was by I don't know how to pronounce the name, Baron Bo Odar, possibly. I'm just gonna go with that because it's probably German. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
Hey man, do the
best you can. That said, it's these 2 leads, and you know, it's talking about like, you know, these 2 timelines possibly, and they mention these people called Adam and Eve, and you like Adam and Eve, like, you know, and then this is related to like kind of like God, Adam, Eve. Like, you have one person,
biblical
another
sense,
person, they create something, and you're trying to figure it out. So this old town with this nuclear reactor site, and you know, you got people in town. It's like infidelity.
Oh yeah, definitely. The first episode is infidelity in your face.
Yes. But that's crazy. But that's all connected. It is crazy. It is all connected. Like, you have to watch it. Like, so you're trying to figure out, why did Adam do this? Why did Eve do this? Why did this person do this? Why did this person do that? Why would they go back in time? Why would they go
so
do whatever they did? Like, and you got some kids that's in high school, and things just start happening. They're trying to figure out what's going on, and you feel like everybody's trying to lose their mind, and they're trying to connect the dots. They don't know what's happening the whole time.
So it's like from what not to cut you off, but real quick, it's like drama, romance, sci-fi, Degrassi, and
Riverdale.
Mystery, sci-fi, like.
So it just has a bunch of these genres, including Degrassi. It's just like it's just a bunch of shit in one show. Okay.
Yes. Yep. And like, I don't want to spoil too much, but to get people intrigued, you can have a person of multiple ages. How they become multiple ages, I'm not going to spoil that, but it's crazy. Like, how it's all intertwined.
My question is, it's only 3 seasons, or is it?
It's only 3 seasons. I don't know how many episodes each season are, but each episode is like an
10.
hour to hour and 12 minutes long. It's definitely long. I was trying to finish it.
Yeah.
Kind of like episodes. Oh.
About like 8 to
10 movies.
Yeah, so I mean, if you like a good show and mystery, like I thought Stranger Things was like an hour long.
Can you? Well, James, if it's not too much of a spoiler, can you give us who your favorite character is off the show? Do you have one?
Man, my favorite character. Actually, the way they're all intertwined, you really don't have a favorite character. You just have a person that you're following that's trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Okay.
And then it leads you down different paths with different characters, and each character plays their part. And you never know they play their part until it comes to a certain point in time. And once it gets to that certain point in time, you're in mind like, oh my goodness, this happened? And then like when they go at different times, you don't know who is who unless you see some picture or some correlation somehow. And then you figure out that some people know what's going on. Okay. Then it just continues to go and unfold, and you realize you're on this journey trying to solve this mystery.
Yeah, you're hitting the right marks. Honestly, for me to want to watch this show, like I tried to watch it before. I watched like the first 2 episodes. I couldn't keep my attention on it, and I just let it go. But I gotta stick with it because if you think about the characters' names and you're trying to figure out who they are, and then when you go to the different time and you're still trying to figure out who they are, like you got to stick with it. You got to pay attention. Like it's very hard. Eventually, you get to a point in the show where more of the dots are connected, but then there's still so many other dots that are not connected that you didn't even know about. Okay, so that's how it keeps you there. All right. So, yep. Yeah. That's gonna go back on.
Definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. I know it might start off slow, but if you into mysteries, sci-fi, romance, Degrassi. And Degrassi, not like Degrassi.
Rick's staying over here.
School, they mixed it in there. They mixed it in there. That drama is definitely in there. That infidelity is definitely in there. You're like, what and what? But then you realize why it's in there. And then so many other things get connected. It's like, what started what? What started what is the biggest source of the whole show.
What started what? Okay.
Sci-fi is definitely connected. Sci-fi is definitely connected. But yeah, definitely check it out on Netflix. Netflix is doing their thing. That's for sure.
Good deal.
All right,
good deal, man.
Yeah.
We're giving a lot of promotion for Netflix. They better
we really are. We should be getting some done on
right. Let's get some free keys or something.
I want a cup. Can I get a cup?
Yeah. I don't want to take 1%. All right. Now. So,
all right, what else you got for? Thank you, James. What else you got for us, Bruno?
Yes, thank you, James.
I mean, God damn it.
That's pretty. I'm gonna check it out then. All right, so our next topic I think would be very interesting for everybody as well is actually one of Max's topics that we're going to have is the replacement of Batwoman for the CW. And I think that's very interesting.
I can't speak too much on the Batwoman TV show, honestly. I never watched a episode. I think I wasn't interested in it, honestly, and I don't want to say like I'm throwing shade at the series, but I was never a Batwoman fan. I was more into Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. But I find this one interesting only because the actress is beautiful as hell. Ruby Rose is beautiful too. Don't get me wrong. Ruby Rose is very beautiful. Yeah. But the actress that's playing Batwoman in this one is called Javicia Leslie. If I butchered your name, I apologize. Javicia Leslie. And she will be starting in the new Batwoman. I forget when they're going to start this new season. I think it might be this fall. Or I think it might be beginning. I have to check that again. One of y'all, if y'all don't mind checking that real quick.
I'm bringing it up right now.
Right, while Chris is fact checking, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Okay, well, I'm sorry. While Chris is fact checking, I think it's very interesting that she's actually making a foundation for that because there's not really but she's actually the second person who plays Batwoman, literally.
Really?
From any show you think about, because I don't think there ever was another Batwoman before her. I mean, sorry, before the first young lady, and now she's the second one, but she's the first African American lady. I'm sorry, she's African American.
Yeah, black lady. Like that. My bad. Yeah, highlight that.
And that's something legit.
That's definitely legit considered the comics and everything like that when that person isn't black. So
yeah, You know, people are gonna be up in arms some kind of way. I'm sure.
I read some of that. I read some of that on Twitter, man. I was like, but at the end of the day, don't get me wrong. A lot of people familiarize her as being a Caucasian lady.
Yeah.
But I think with it being on TV though, you have the option to make it anybody you want it to make. You want to make.
Sure do. But that's the thing. Like, if you can act and you fill the role, then go for it. Like, why do we have to limit each other to like color? I mean, human is a human. That's all. Human is a human.
And I'm not trying to
act.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to go on a tangent, but there was a lot of backlash with the Titans TV show with Starfire being black, even though Starfire is fucking orange. Like, you know what I mean? Like, her skin color doesn't exist in this world unless you have some kind of disease. What the fuck?
Hold up. Our number 45 is orange.
Oh, you are correct. He is quite orange. But no. I want to. If you know what, if this makes me sound like I want to. I might check this out now. Honestly, like I wanted to look into the Batwoman before with Ruby Rose because I think she's a pretty all right actress, especially in John Wick. Even though she didn't say much for her acting ability.
She was so good in that movie,
bro. She was good in that,
man.
The fight
so
scenes.
Good.
And you gotta. I didn't know. I thought she was taller than that. She's a really petite, short woman. They made her. I think if I think correctly, all the angles they shot her at made her seem that she was a little at the same height as what's his name? Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves.
How tall is Keanu Reeves? Because he might be short anyway, so it might just change.
5'10", maybe almost 6 foot.
They gave her the Tom Cruise shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, the Tom Cruise treatment. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
It's a real thing.
The better joke is that they gave him the Robert Downey Jr. treatment. You ever seen the male show? He's actually really short, but they gave him platform shoes to stand height to height with Captain America.
Really? I thought he's at least 5'8", 5'9".
Is
Movie magic.
Jamie Foxx is short too. I didn't know how short Jamie Foxx was.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is short too, man. They gave him like platform shoes to stand next to what's his name, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans, yeah.
I'm going a little side tangent with this one. I just saw a video earlier today with Tory Lanez when he stood up. He was going rap. My fiance showed me that clip, dog. I cried laughing.
Wow.
Like, he just stands up. It's the same height as he's sitting. I was like, wow.
Yo, hey, but real talk. Yo, Meg Thee Stallion did get shot there, so like.
We'll talk about that later.
Yo, legit, man. I cried laughing because my fiance showed me the tweet. They when they arrested him, he's 5'2" and 120 pounds.
Wow.
But then someone wrote a tweet that said, if you take his jewelry off, he's 100 pounds.
Yo, y'all look grimy.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all look grimy.
That's what it is.
No.
But anyway.
I was crying.
Yo, that's not his real height, is it? Hold on.
No, it's not. It's not.
I'm about to say.
He's at least 5'5", man. At least.
No, who you talking about? Who?
Tory Lanez.
No, dog. His license says 5'2", dog.
You are a liar.
5'2".
Yo,
and 120 pounds.
Is he taller than Kevin Hart?
I don't care.
I'm not getting sucked
dog.
into this.
Look, I know it's funny. I know it's funny when Lil Duval makes a joke about it. Even Lil Duval said he's got 2 inches and 20 pounds above it.
All right, but look, back on Batwoman, bro. Back on Batwoman, Mr. Vicia Leslie. Mr. Vicia Leslie, good luck on your venture into the CW world, the Batwoman world. I'm gonna look into it. I might check this shit out. You said what?
2021.
2021 is when it starts? But
also,
go ahead.
He did a good role on, if you ever want to go back and check it out, there's a show called God Friended Me. It was on CBS. They just did the last season this year.
Say that one more time. What's the movie? What's it called?
God Friended Me.
God Friended Me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I first saw her. She was on that show. She played the main character's sister.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, she's a phenomenal.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So if anything, she'll add, because like I said, I've never watched the original with Ruby Rose. I don't know her acting ability in that, but I'm looking forward to Miss Leslie's. So.
If I'm not mistaken, I think she's not taking over her role neither. I think they're just replacing the Batwoman identity. So she's taking over the role, not replacing her in that sense.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
So she's like passing the torch
Yeah.
or something like that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't any kind of like discrepancy where bad
Exactly.
blood type
She's
shit.
not a
Okay.
Wayne.
Something
Okay.
like that.
Well, once
So-
again, I'm looking into it.
So as you can tell, audience, we had a pretty good run with the Batwoman and a little tangent on Troy Lane.
Oh God.
They got a whole discussion on that one.
But to continue the humor on this episode of ours, we're gonna go into Fast and Furious 9. And I just wanted to make fun of this topic because if anyone's been paying attention to Fast and Furious, they legitimately have like 8 to 10 titles, but we know there's 8 of them, right? So
Right.
you can't go but so many places with Fast and Furious for the next movie they're going to have. And it's rumored, and I hope they do it just so I can riff them even further, they're going to be in space.
Space.
They're going to be in space.
Yo,
I just want to know.
Okay, so is the car going to drive off the moon? Like how is it?
I just want to hear this.
See, James? See, that's what you're missing, James. They're not going to be on the moon. They're going to be on Saturn because Saturn has 5 lanes. They can drive.
What?
I want to hear Vin Diesel, get his, his moment. It's about family.
Yo.
And then he goes,
All the time. Get
Yo.
everybody. This is a speech. Get
Yo.
everybody together.
I just really want to see Vin Diesel jump from one spaceship to another to save somebody. That would be the funniest thing.
How
And
fast do you think
imagine-
that jump would be? How fast do you think that jump
It
would be?
would not be fast at all.
You just in space. Like you just
That
in
one
space. You just
scene
floating.
would be 20 minutes of gravity, him flipping.
Oh my God, man.
yo, you gonna race up a rocket taking off.
No,
Yeah.
gentlemen. Look, gentlemen, this is the reason why I hate human beings. Like and there's gonna be a line of motherfuckers to watch this shit. And I know who are y'all gonna watch it? I know y'all are gonna watch it.
Yo,
I'm watching
excited. Yo, I'm so
If it's in
excited.
space,
I'm watching it. I'm
I'm gonna
watching
be
it.
first in line.
I'm watching it.
I'm like this show. Live long and prosper. Keep going.
Oh, they're gonna cross over with fucking Star Trek? Is that what you're telling me, Mr.
That would be
Thomas?
so
Lifting the Enterprise?
Yo.
Did
Did they get beamed up? Oh, come on, man. Did they
You
get beamed up?
gotta put in consideration how much H2O, oxygen, and nitric gas you need to just shoot across the space, dog.
I hope they all just die. I'm sorry. Just
Yo,
don't make no more. Just kill them all.
Picture this, that Mustang he drives with rockets on it.
That's beautiful.
No.
No.
Rockets on it.
Oh,
A little whiff in it.
just take
No.
it back to the first one. That should have just been
They're
one.
gonna hijack a NASA. They're gonna hijack a NASA site and then strap it to a rocket and shoot to outer
James,
space.
yep, keep going,
That's
James.
it.
Keep going. Mhm.
We can write this movie ourselves.
Then we got what's it called? A space. What's that? A space station. Then they're gonna land on the space station and they're trying to prevent somebody from destroying the world with whatever.
Why are we doing
weapon
this?
they
With
have.
speed.
No,
Why are we doing this?
Hey, guys, I got it. I just figured it out. The secret agents found out that there are aliens that are coming to Earth, and the only way to beat the aliens is to beat them on the rings of Saturn in their own made space cars.
It'll drift off.
I hate you all.
And then you get cameos from Men in Black.
Oh, no!
Done.
No! I had to hear.
Son.
We're done. We're done.
Hey, there we go. I'm talking about, man. There we go. Can you imagine?
God,
that?
no.
You don't remember this.
Okay. We go back to one? Is that what's gonna happen? It goes in the circle?
Yo, explains how Han comes back.
Oh, God. Oh, the Asian dude. That's right. Japanese dude. Oh my God. All jokes aside, I really do hope this movie flops so they can just stop. They can just stop. There's no more. Why?
Dog.
Tokyo
Dog.
Drift should have been a clue. Yo, we need to stop this shit.
You ain't like Tokyo Drift?
Tokyo Drift, honestly, let me be real, because I cater to anything Japanese, honestly. So
The Teriyaki Boys?
I'm giving Tokyo I'm giving Tokyo Drift a freebie only because it's in Japan. But everything else with that Bow Wow in it, everything is trash. It's fucking trash.
Man,
The music was good though. The music was good.
The music was
got me
alright.
into the vibe, bro. The music got me into the vibe.
Can we please end it? I'm so drained from that. I can't I can't do it anymore.
So with that being said, audience, watchers, viewers, I just wanted to end it on that funny comment there because of the fact that I feel like even though all of us, I mean, don't get me wrong, you're gonna go and watch Fast and Furious 9 in space.
Even in the middle of a pandemic, I'm in there.
I'm not.
Look right here. Look right here. Look right here.
I can't. I fucking can't. I really fucking can't. Like I'm low key upset that this is happening.
Tell you, man, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it, man. That's it.
All right, so that's the end. Is that the end of it? Please tell me.
I think it is. I think it is.
Thank you, gentlemen. Hey, well, real quick. Something that just came to my mind earlier before we started up. Best brother in anime, go.
Best brother?
Best brother in anime.
Black man? You're talking about or brother?
Best brother, actual sibling.
Oh.
I'm gonna go off the top. It's gonna be Itachi right now.
Nah.
I'm gonna go with B.
B?
Kage's brother.
B?
From Naruto?
Yep.
Who?
B.
Killer
B.
Oh, Killer B. Okay.
His freestyles are dope.
God, no. All right. Thomas,
Man,
James.
I'm trying to think who else got a brother.
Come on,
Oh,
think
goodness.
about it.
I got Ace.
Ace.
Oh, good one.
Portuguese.
Ace.
That's not bad. That's actually a good one. I'm
Wait
still
till
learning
you
more
find out
about
why.
Ace.
Wait, does he? Oh, yeah. I'm about
He
to
doesn't know.
I'm not there yet.
ruin something there. I was about to ruin something there.
James, when you got this, baby,
He
come
doesn't know
on.
it.
Man, I don't know.
This I want to make this. I want to make that something. I want to do this every once in a while, or every end of the episode. I want to just bring up something.
James is really thinking right now too.
Like he's really upset. Like, God damn it.
I don't think of how many shows don't have brothers in it. Oh my goodness.
No, they do. Boruto could be considered a brother.
Okay.
To
Easy,
just go ahead and say Gohan,
I
James.
consider Ninja a brother, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, he is. He's considered a brother figure.
Go ahead and say Gohan, James. Say Gohan.
Oh shit, Gohan.
Oh,
I forgot
dang.
about that. Damn, I forgot about
Oh,
that.
no, yeah, he became the dad of the house too. So.
He really he got a
The
double
kids,
whammy.
He gotta be the best one. He gotta
Yeah,
be
he
the
is.
best one.
James wins that one. James wins that one.
I'll
But
go Gohan all day. Okay, I give it.
But
to
I
Gohan.
do want to make a poll for
besides when he became Saiyan Man. We're gonna erase that.
all right, don't ever bring that up again. But yeah, yeah, you're right. No, you're right. All right, I do want to make a kind of like a poll for the audience as well. I guess I will include that as well, make them more interactive and all that. But we're gonna call it. We're gonna end it right here. Media Marauders. We're back. We came back. We told you we're gonna come back. More content always with this shit. But what? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, also please click like and subscribe. That notification on the side. We have a bunch of other platforms that we could get into, Twitter, Facebook. You know, we want to try to make it more inclusive for everyone that's really invested and interested in our content. And once again, thank you. This is Max, Mr. James. Sorry, excuse me. Thomas.
Try to do the symbol. How you do that symbol?
and King. Long live and prosperous. I don't know all that shit.
Oh my God, I can't do it.
You can't do it?
I used to be able to do it in the past. I can't.
You gotta fix it. All right, but fellas, thank you once again. Thank you once again, the audience, everyone. Y'all have a great night. Be safe.
Erase that. Don't ignore what I was trying to do.
Peter is out. Good night.